Hello, I am Imran Ali, Assistant Professor from Noida Institute of Engineering and Technology, Greater Noida. In my earlier lecture, I had discussed about productivity, where I had discussed that what is productivity? It is the ratio of output and input. Why productivity is important to understand? Because every organization should be knowing whether total productivity as well as partial productivity is increasing or decreasing. It is important for a company to know the productivity of total inputs as a whole as well as of the individual input called labor, machinery, material, capital, energy and in combined as well as partially also. Next, we should also understand that what are the different factors that affect the productivity positively or negatively. Those factors that impact productivity positively, we need to incorporate them in the organization, encourage that these measures or input should be taken, so that the overall productivity of the organization should increase. And there are other methods for improving the productivity that we had discussed. Today, I am going to discuss about work measurement and how it is being measured and what are the different factors that affect the work measure. So, I will be discussing about work measurement, what are the method study and what is the work study that I am going to discuss in detail. Work study, it is what? Work study forms the basis for work system design. The work study aims at improving the existing and proposed ways of doing work and establishing standard time for performance. So, what the work study does and what is the motto of the work study? To analyze and to find out that does the way or the method that we are adopting to perform a particular task, this way is correct or some improvement is required in this particular way or in this particular method. Because over a period of time, some methods to perform a particular jobs are obsolete or irrelevant, or they are being considered outdated. They are taking more time, they require more resources, or wastage of the resources is very high. So, maybe the other method or earlier method that we were using in the organization, they were outdated. Now, we need to search and explore different and innovative ways or methods to improve our existing work system or the methodology to perform tasks within the organization, so as the overall productivity of the company or overall productivity of the organizations need to increase. So, we need to just identify, we need to just explore different ways and means how our existing methods of work can be improved. So, the objective behind the work study is to explore innovative ways or new methods to perform a particular task, so that the overall productivity in the organization need to increase. Next, it is the work study is divided into two method way. It is method study that further related with the motion study, and next it is about the work measurement, that is again related with the time study, and these two factor lead to higher increment to the productivity. So, if any organization want to ensure that this company must consistently keep on performing well, they need to ensure that work measurement we need to do, we need to ensure a standard timeline to perform a task. Work measurement major objective is to establish a standard timeline for every worker to complete a task within that given time. Every employee is expected to complete that identical task to complete in a defined time framework. By this way, it can be ensured that nobody is going to take maximum time and no one is going to take the minimum time. So, this is what the time study objective is, that what standard time is going to be taken to complete or accomplish a task. Next, it is about the motion study. Motion study ensures that the movement to perform a particular task, what are does the movements we are taking more than requirement, or does this particular task can be accomplished or can be finished by having the minimum movement. So, if the unnecessary movement employees are making, or a particular task is being completed by having maximum or more number of the motions, it is a wastage of time, wastage of resources, and the productivity of the organizations is going to be impact negatively. So, probably we had to identify that our as an organization productivity need to increase, and to ensure that organization's productivity should continuously improve, we need to ensure method study. What are the different method, how the a particular task can be done. Next, what is the work measurement, how much time we have to take, what is the exact time framework, within that we have to complete our given job. Objective of the work study is what? To analyze the present method of doing a job. Why we have to analyze the present method of doing a job? Maybe the present methods of doing a job may be irrelevant, it is obsolete, this way of doing a particular job takes more time, takes lot of resources. So, there is a new method or there is a new advanced method to perform a particular task. So, we need to analyze under the work study, and we need to incorporate a more new and innovative methods to accomplish this particular task systematically in order to develop a new and better method. So, as an organization, we need to say communication, identify and see earlier what kind of method and time we took to do the communication. Now, advanced communication methods are being developed and advanced communication tools are being developed. So, even in today's scenario, if we are using old methods of communication, it is irrelevant, time consuming, and maybe the resources of the organizations are going to be more used. But if we are going to use advanced communication methods, probably time will take less, productivity will be high, and communication will also be effective. Similarly, into the healthcare sector, the way we diagnose different diseases earlier 10 years back or 20 years back, it was very different, but now because of the development or advancement of the method, our identification of the disease is different, and methods for identifying the disease has also been changed. So, this new methods has been developed because new techniques, new methods has been developed. Now, the doctors had to ensure that rather than adopting the old method, new method need to be adopted, or a new and better method need to be adopted, so that the productivity of the doctors need to be high. Next, to measure the work content of a job by measuring the time required to do the job for a qualified worker, and hence establish a standard time. For a identical job, a company had to set a standard time. Here standard time, I mean to say the time given or a time framework in which every employee has to complete this identical job. Once the standard time is established or standard time is given to the employees, now for the organization it is easy to check, to measure whether all employees are doing their best, are they completing their job within the given period of time or not, and against that some controlling measures can be established in case we find out that some of the employees are not performing well or they are not able to complete their task or job within the given period of time. Next, to increase the productivity by ensuring best possible use of human resources, machine and material. So, how the productivity is going to be increased? By if we have we have the best manpower, we have the skilled manpower and we are using advanced machinery and material, then the product. Next, to improve the operational efficiency. Now, work study try to check out, can we find a short or a new way of producing a product where cost is less, where wastage are minimum, where we are using minimum resources, whereby the productivity of the organizations are increasing. So, to improve the operational efficiency, I mean to say, as compared to the earlier operation, we need to find out a best or more effective operation which contribute positively to the organization. Next, it is the method study. Method study, it is about, fundamentally method study involve the breakdown of an operation or procedure into component, element and their systematic analysis. So, a particular operation or a task had to be broken down or divided into different elements, and then we need to just analyze them, whether there are certain improvement, there are certain chances of improving each element, so that the overall improvement in the organizations can have. Next, it is about the objective of the method study. It is improve layout and design. Layout, it is about the interior, how within the organization different equipments are placed, how different machinery are being placed, how employees are sitting within the organization. So, the layout and design is important. We need to adopt such a layout or design where the employee feel comfortable to move in. Easily we can find out the goods or product that are more into demand, and this layout and better design will lead to better or higher productivity in the organization. Next, improved and efficient work procedures. We need to look for and identify more efficient procedures and methods, so that overall improvement in the organization can brought in or it can be put in place, so that the overall productivity of the organizations are going to be high. Effective utilization of man, machinery and material. So, we need to have or adopt an advanced method, so that the overall productivity of the machine, material is going to be high. Improve design or specification of the final product. So, by method study we can ensure a new innovative or a improved version of product should came in place or into practices, so that we can improve the overall productivity. Motion study is related with the motion study is defined as science of eliminating wastefulness resulting from ill-directed inefficient motion. The main aim of the motion study is to find out the scheme for least wastage of the labor. So, motion, it is movement. So, once we complete or we are in the process of completing a task, we first ensure and identify that minimum wastage of the labor should be there. And when it can be ensured that the wastage of the labor should not be there, when we as a labor ensure that unnecessary movement is not being taken place. So, in every job we need to analyze, in every job we need to identify that unnecessary movement should not be taken place, otherwise it is going to impact negatively. Next, objectives of the motion studies are to improve the process of doing work. So, motion study will always in search of how existing work can be more improved, and what could be a more effective way to improve this particular work. Next, to improve the design of the workplace layout, interior need to be improved enough, so that the employee can move, equipment can be placed in order to find the best way of doing a job, how a particular job can be performed in a best possible manner. Next, to ensure reduce health hazard, our way or method should not be very hazards or not good for the health. So, we need to just identify. Next, work measurement, it is determine the length of time. The work measurement primary objective, it is what? To know and to define a time framework within which all employees are expected to complete that particular task. What does it indicate? That all the employees within the organizations are expected that a similar job or an identical job must be completed in a given time. How it is going to be beneficial for the organization? Jobs time are vital input for capacity planning, workforce planning, estimating labor cost, scheduling, budgeting and designing the incentive scheme. So, if we know that this job is going to be completed within a specific period of time, company can plan for capacity, how much they can produce, they can plan that how many number of employees they will be needing, what will be the cost of labor and what incentive scheme they need to develop. So, this kind of mechanism is now standard time is a time it should be taken to complete the job. There are broadly 4 methods to complete that particular work measurement. Can be done by stopwatch time study, it is the historical times or standard element time. Next, it is predetermined data or work sampling. Each of them can be used to set a standard time for a similar or a identical job. So, into the stopwatch method, what do we do? Development of a time standard based on the observation of the one workers taken over a number of cycle that is then applied to the work of the other organization. So, we will observe one worker who is performing a particular task, we will observe multiple time, and by observing that we will set a standard time that if he can complete this job in this particular defined time framework, other employees can also do. So, this time that we have observed worker, it is being called as the observed time. Observed time or observed time is what? It is the average of recorded time. How many times we have seen that worker? 5 times, 6 times. So, we will take average of 6 times and this is called the observed time. Next, it is about the normal time. Normal time is the observed time adjusted for the workforce. It is computed by multiplying the observed time by performance rating. Normal time is what? Observed time multiplied by performance rating. Performance rating is given for individual person. Somebody is more efficient, somebody is less efficient, somebody complete time job in minimum time, somebody take more time. So, this is called as the normal time, and normal time can be calculated as normal time is equal to observed time multiplied by performance rating. And standard time, which is the defined time, it is normal time multiplied by the allowance factor. Allowance factor means 1 minute or 2 minute extra we have given. So, that within plus minus 1 minute or 2 minute you can complete your job. This is called allowances factor. Just see, average time we are giving 10.40 minutes, standard deviation is 1.20 minutes for a worker within a performance rating of 125%, allowance factor it is 16%. Now, observed time, if you will say, as I told you, observed time is what? It is the average time. So, it is given 10.4. Normal time, as I told you, normal time is observed time multiply by performance rating. Observed time is what? This is and allowance is what? So, observed time, that is 10.4, and performance rating it is 125%. 125%. So, once we will identify that normal time has to be calculated as observed time, that is 10.40 multiply by performance rating, that is 125%. So, it is, since it is into the percentage, we put to a decimal over here is 1.25, and then it's come into the 13 minutes. There may be question in your mind, or you might be thinking why this performance rating is being given, because everyone is different in terms of completing their job, in terms of completing their task. Somebody can complete quickly, somebody can take more time. So, we will give a rating to each of them, and then observed time will be multiplied by performance rating, and then how the normal time has came, it is 13 minutes. Next, allowances factor is what? The formula for the allowance factor, it is what? Here it is allowance factor is equal to 1 plus A, and what A it is? Here it is 16%. So, 1 plus 16%, 1.6. So, it is 1.16 allowances factor. So, its 16 factor came over here. Now, how standard time can be calculated? It is normal time multiply by the allowances factor. So, normal time we have calculated here, it is 13 minutes, and allowances factor it is 1.16, which we have used the formula 1 plus A, allowance factor which is 16%. So, it is 1.16, it is 15.08 minute came into existence. So, this is the stopwatch method which is widely used in operations management to set a standard time. Now, again I repeat, there are 3 time that we need to calculate. Observed time, it is a worker, it is being observed multiple time, and he is observed that he is able to complete a specific task within a given period of time. So, organizations set that time as a standard time. If he can complete this time, then the rest of the employees can also do, and this is the average of that observation. So, its average time 10.40 minute. Next, it is the normal time. Normal time is calculated as observed time multiplied by the performance rating, which is 125%. Standard time, it is being calculated as normal time, that we have already calculated, and allowances factor we have a formula, it is 1 plus A, allowances factor which is 1 plus it is 16% was there. So, 0.16 is was there. So, 1.16 has came into existence. 1 it was into, and 16% it come 0.6, so it's 16, so 1.16, it's how came into existence. So, this is how we need to calculate our observed time, our normal time, and standard time, and standard time is the defined time. Next method to it is the historical time or standard element time. Standard elemental times are derived from the firm's own historical time study data. This method emphasizes every organization has its own data, every organization maintains its data, which indicate or which shows that how much time a particular organization takes to complete that particular job. So, that mechanism or the methods to fulfill or to finish that particular task within a given period of time, it is called as the historical time or standard time. Every manufacturing department or every company has a data, and they know that what is the productivity and how much time it is being taken to complete a particular task. So, this way it is known as the standard element time or historical times, and organization have record of that data. Over years, a study time department can accumulate a file of elemental time that are common to many jobs. So, by this way also we can also ensure that a particular job has to be completed. Next, it is the predetermined standard. Predetermined standards are what? By doing an extensive research or research R&D, research and development, we have established or decided that a particular job or a task could be completed within a given period of time. Say published data based on extensive exercise to determine a standard time element. The standard time for the job is obtained by adding the times for all the basic element, and the basic element for the jobs are reach, move, turn and disengage. So, when the predetermined, when we will develop a weightage or an index, or we will do research and development to decide a standard time for a particular job, we will take all the basic element of a particular job. Whatever we do, how much time we take to start, how much time to take to complete the product or the process, how much time we to take the wind up that particular process. So, everything that we do or involve into that particular process, it is being taken into account, and it is known as reach, move, turn and disengage. So, all the element had to be taken, and we can decide a particular standard time to finish a particular job. Next, it is about work sampling. Work sampling, it is what? Work sampling is a technique for estimating the portion of time that a worker or machine spends on various activities and the idle time. Work sampling also take into account that it is not possible that every employee consistently keep on performing a particular job. He is not idle, machinery consistently keep on moving or performing the job. So, work sampling says that we should include the basic element of a job as well as some idle time. When neither machinery is not performing, it also needs some rest, some time to maintenance or repair, or at some point of time workers are also not performing or workers are not also consistently performing, they also need some idle time. So, the work sampling methods include in its method of calculating idle time also, whereas the stopwatch method, historical data or the research and development, or they do not take into account the idle time into their calculation of the standard. So, these are the different way how it is going to be calculated and how standard time is being calculated by. So, today I had discussed about what is work study, what is the method study, and both try to emphasize a new or better method to perform a task and eliminate the older one. And work measurement attempts to identify a standard time, fixed time in which all the employees must finish that particular job. Thank you very much.